So, unless you've been living under a rock, we all heard about the Chris Rock and Will Smith when Will Smith slapped him at the Oscars. And this video is going to tell you how men in the industry, like Steve Harvey and Jim Carrey, say how the situation went down and how they target what really went on with the Will Smith. They are in the business. They know what they're talking about. And I'm going to give my 2 cents at the end. Let's get it.
Honor of your wife. I'm that dude. But you don't have to do something.
He didn't dishonor her.
For that. He didn't do that. That joke was not worthy of the reaction. If he was going to have a reaction, I think that Will should have done the man thing, was step to him afterwards in that press room. And if he wanted to slap Chris then, he could have slapped Chris in the press room and seen how it went. But see,
Will laughed.
But see, he laughed at the joke till he saw Jada's reaction. Yeah. Now, let me tell you something. That's a Hollywood move now. To go up there on national TV, slap another black man, turn around your back and walk off, because you know he can't do nothing. See, and I know this. I know he know this, because Will been in Hollywood long enough. So now to turn your back and walk off, you gonna slap the dude and then turn around and walk off. You know in real life that ain't the way this gonna go. You already know. And Rock is a Jersey boy, so no. So and I didn't think the moment was that, and I think he overreacted, like Carla said. He paid too much into the moment. His acceptance speech, that was raggedy, apologizing to the Academy. But here's what I think is gonna happen. When this go down and wake up the right way, there's going to be some type of banning from the Oscars of Will Smith.
Yeah.
Because look, they took Kanye off the Grammys. They took him off the Grammys. The Oscars is all Hollywood is about. It's their biggest moment. And for you to do that on the biggest moment,
they don't condone violence. They don't. The Academy does not condone violence.
Denzel told him right.
Yeah.
In your biggest moment is when the devil comes for you.
Yeah.
You should have handled that.
What did you think as you watched it unfold, and then what happened after?
I was sickened. I was sickened by the standing ovation. I felt like Hollywood is just spineless, en masse. And it really felt like, oh, this is a really clear indication that we're not the cool club anymore.
There was some question today about if anyone else had walked from the audience and done that, they would have been escorted out by security or maybe even arrested. The police asked Chris if he wanted to file charges. They asked Chris, do you want to file charges? And Chris apparently said no, he did not.
He doesn't want the hassle. I'd have announced this morning that I was suing Will for $200 million, because that video is going to be there forever. It's going to be ubiquitous. You know, that insult is going to last a very long time. If you want to yell from the audience and disapprove or show a disapproval or say something on Twitter or whatever, you do not have the right to walk up on stage and smack somebody in the face because they said words.
No, I agree. I think we all agree on that. I just thought, Jim, that it escalated to that. You know what I mean? That it escalated to that level.
It didn't escalate. It came out of nowhere because Will has something going on inside him that's frustrated, and I wish him the best. I really do. I don't I don't have anything against Will Smith. He's done great things. But that was not a good moment. It cast a pall over everybody's shining moment last night. You know, a lot of people worked really hard to get to that place and to have their moment in the sun and to get their award for the really hard work they did. And it is no mean feat to go through all the stuff you have to go through when you're nominated for an Oscar. It's a gauntlet of devotion that you have to do. And it was just a selfish moment that cast a pall over the whole thing.
So Jim Carrey and Steve Harvey were both right in their assessment. Will Smith, of course, shouldn't have did that. It was a bad look for Will Smith. Like all the good things he's did these past few years, his reputation has been going downhill, and I'm one of the fans of Will Smith, so I'm just like, it hurts to see this, and I think he should just leave Jada, but obviously he's not going to leave Jada. And where was security in all this? I'm just saying, where was security? He's turned his back. It could have been a Hollywood move, thinking Chris Rock wasn't going to retaliate, but for some reason, I feel like it was a facade. It was a script. It was an acting scene. Act the Oscars to put more ratings because no one watches the Oscars. No one cares about the Oscars. Like, I haven't. The only reason I've seen that little bit of the Oscars was because of the slap. I wouldn't have cared to see any clip of it anyway. So I believe it's a hoax. But even if it's not a hoax, then yeah, there's something that Will Smith has to unpack. But we all have to have things we have to unpack mentally. Like, this is a problem a lot of people go with. A lot of people are going with women that are controlling their life, or vice versa. A lot of people have problems. Let's just not act like Will Smith is just the only person, or let's just not come down hard on him because he made a mistake. He should feel the consequences so that he or anybody else who wants to do something like that doesn't do it. But still, let's not come down on Will Smith like he isn't human. That's one thing that I feel like is lame, and let's not get into that. But all in all, in this situation, Jim Carrey and Steve Harvey was right. It wasn't the most manliest thing to do. It wasn't the most wasn't the most dignity in that action. So one could have done, and when I say one, I'm speaking to Will Smith, one could have done something different to get his point across. To Will, maybe in a private sector, something like that. But hey, that's a grown man. He made his decision. He must live with that decision. And only he can repair his reputation, I guess. It's going to take a while, maybe like 15 years or something. But that's always going to be a day. And I feel like it was a plan to really hurt this man's reputation. But that may be a conspiracy theory to me, so I'm not going to go that far. But hey, he's human. He made a mistake. He got the consequences. He got to live with them, just like we all do. Except he just did it on live TV, and he is a public figure, so he rarely has to live with it. 2 weeks and everybody forgets about it. But that's one of the consequences of being Will Smith, and he knows that. So hey, you got to man up and just ride this situation out. This has been Dave Views, and we are out. Peace.